Meanwhile, much of the federal government will shut down on Wednesday. That's if the White House and the president can't cut a deal to extend funding that runs out on midnight Tuesday. Here to discuss the impact is Grace Berry in our Washington bureau. Let's start with services that won't be impacted. Grace?
So your mail is still going to be delivered. If you're a retiree, you're still going to get those Social Security checks. Things like air traffic control, border security, and airport security are going to continue relatively uninterrupted. Also, active duty military, they're going to stay on the job. ICE has also announced that their enforcement operations are going to continue, but ultimately it's up to the president and his team to deem what is essential versus non-essential.
And how about those services that might be interrupted?
So there were nearly 64,000 federal workers in Arizona as of earlier this year, and among those, 1 in 4 are veterans. Many of these workers are now facing furloughs as a result of a potential government shutdown. The president has even threatened mass layoffs in the case of the shutdown, and this is something that's never happened before. In previous shutdowns, food safety inspections were delayed, and the Labor Department says it will delay the release of unemployment data. And this is something that, could create a lot of uncertainty for investors and businesses. In terms of national parks, usually national parks close during these shutdowns, but Trump actually kept the parks open during a 35-day government shutdown in the middle of his first term. And Interior Secretary Doug Burgum has actually directed national parks to stay open if we head into a government shutdown this time.
Now, I'm curious, would there be any impact at the Grand Canyon in case of a shutdown?
Yeah, so right now it's still unclear. The Park Service hasn't said that it will keep staffing at 100%, so what we might see is trash not being collected as quickly as normal, or tours might be cut. The Park Service has actually lost about a quarter of its personnel since January, so that also plays into things. About 40 former superintendents from the national parks warned that keeping parks open during a government shutdown puts the nation's national treasures at risk. And in that list is a former superintendent from the Grand Canyon National Park. Arizona is not yet in its full tourism season, which runs from November to April, so that's important to mention as well.
Grace Berry in Washington, thanks a ton.